Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. The good news is that Amarthiel does not have Narquil. The bad news is that Mordrum Board does. What are we going to do about that?
Will you lend me your aid once more?
I am concerned, Pineleaf, as I am sure you are, by the capture of Amarthiel. Though she has been stripped of Narquil, she may still pose some threat to the unwary. It is no small choice, deciding the fate of Amarthiel, but there are other pressing matters. Strange news has come from my scouts to the south. I must concern myself with these things, as well as others, and I have tasked none less than Elflord Glorfindel with the matter of Amarthiel. See that what counsel you can give you, and maybe you can offer some aid in rendering the judgment. You may find Lord Glorfindel outside my house, or yes, he's in the same place as ever. Hello there, Glorfindel. I heard that you're to decide the fate of Amarthiel.
How can I be of service?
The matter of Amarthiel is grave indeed. It is a strange fate that Amarthiel, or Narmalith as she now wishes to be called, is again imprisoned where she once held for so long. She must be questioned, and though Master Elrond has bidden me to address this matter at once, I still have many other duties in which I must attend. I will ask that you go and speak with her. Perhaps you may glean some information of use from Amarthiel. Pineleaf, be aware of her words. This might again be some tricky part of her, though my heart counsels me that she does speak true. Very well, let's go and speak with Narmalith. I think they could have found her some drier quarters than this, but hello there, Narmalith. I'm surprised, Pineleaf. I had not thought that you would be the one that should be chosen to come and listen to a broken elf maiden's tale. Though few believe it, I have been freed from the evil that once ensnared me. It was the lifting of a veil and release from chains that held me for so long. I am no longer consumed by the ring Narquil, nor the desire for it. I have dire news, though, a warning for those that would listen. As Amarthiel, I had heard whispers of a hidden city of the Dunedain called Isteldin. I had sent out a master spy to divine its location, and by now they surely must have located it. The rangers must be warned of this threat. If the spy is able to infiltrate Isteldin, they will move a large force against it in secret. Travel to the North Downs and warn the leaders of the camp against this treachery that I have sown. All right. Let's head over to Isteldin. Hello there, Halbrad. How's the council going?
Greetings.
What brings you to Isteldin today, Pineleaf? I've come to warn you that a spy may have infiltrated the place.
Stay a moment.
A spy? Among us here in Isteldin? It seems unlikely that a spy would be able to penetrate our ranks, and even less likely given the source of this information. If you insist upon pursuing the matter, go and speak with the refugees that were recently rescued from Angmar. Doubtless you will find that they are simple herdsmen and farmers. Speak with the refugees outside the library, near the craft hall, watching my kinsman train and the stable master, though I see little wisdom in trusting the words of the enemy, Pineleaf. But what if the one that's watching your train is trying to learn your techniques? Hello there.
We are beset on all sides.
I would not even know how to recognize which is Seek Warden. I am not. I am just a simple farmer. Well, so she says. So she says. What else do we have here? I presume that there's no simple way of just going to somebody and says, "Hello there! Do you know of a spy that came in with your group? Hi there!"
The Crave Duverdine serve the Iron Crown.
A spy? Friend, I have seen many things, but no spy. Well, yes, that's because a good spy is hard to detect. Because a good spy will just try to blend in. Now, let's see if we could find the... where's Ollie's? Have you seen one of the refugees around here? No. There's one that's missing. Well, that's not good. Hello there. Have you seen the one called Ollie's?
You will perish.
I have seen nothing strange since I left Angmar, Warden. Alright, well. So, what happened to Ollie's? It appears that one of the refugees is missing.
How can I be of service?
One of them is missing?
Stay a moment.
Those whom we take under our protection here in Isildene are not allowed to depart without my leave under penalty of death. This is the law, and it has protected us and kept us hidden from many enemies. It is likely that this refugee is only returning to her homestead, and that she is no spy, but she must still be brought back to judgment for breaking the laws of Isildene. Search the easternmost pass of Angmar, and bring her back, be she spy or otherwise. Very well, yes, sir. Ah, there's somebody up ahead. Maybe this is Alice, or maybe it's somebody else. We'll have to find that out. Hello there.
You do not truly know the difficulties we face.
Lay down your weapons and walk away, Warden. I will not be stopped. Really? Well, apparently you are gonna... Oh. Well. Yeah. Spy. Don't mind me, just clearing out the trash. Apparently she was a spy, and I've dealt with her.
What can I do for you?
So she was a spy. I am sorry for mistrusting your counsel, though doubtless even the wise would not see the aid of this nature coming unlooked for from such an ally. I'll try to parse that later. Alright, yeah, I know, unusual. I'll grab that, thank you.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Isildene remains hidden, and though I am glad that disaster was averted, I still do not wholly trust the counsel of Amarthiel. No, Narmleth, who you so long brought strife and war upon us. She may still have a great store of information to offer our cause, so you may return to Dalasad with my thanks. But be wary. I am not wholly convinced that she can be trusted in all matters, and that this is some kind of grand scheme of the enemy. Well, it won't be the first time she had a grand scheme. Thank you for the information. I've dealt with the spy. I am glad that at least one of my wicked deeds has been amended. There are so many others the weight that I must bear for the rest of my days, however few those might be. I am glad that you have returned, Pineleaf. I was not always as you have known me, for though I was doomed to failure, my heart's intentions were ever true. Alas, that the shadows will corrupt even the noblest of goals. I was young and foolish, and Sauron taught me the secret arts of ring lore, and by that I was ensnared. With his aid I forged a potent ring, powerful enough to sway the hearts and minds of those around me. Yet he regarded not in me the skill of a ringsmith, but the prowess of a warrior, cruel and beautiful. But the violent losses of Narquil and my father have purged me of the spell and of the spirit that bound me to Sauron's will. I am truly free, though I have paid a bitter price indeed for my folly so many ages ago. Yes, how long would it have been? It would obviously have to have been before the last alliance, so that'd be at least 3,000 years ago. I regret all the deeds I wrought under my spell of madness. Each death at my hands is a crushing weight that I will bear forever, even into the undying West, if I am ever allowed into those hollowed halls. That is an interesting question on whether or not she would be allowed. Now, I think she'd at least be allowed into the halls of Mandos, but she may be sitting there forever. Pineleaf, I wish to do some good in the fight against the evil which I created. Mordredith has recovered Narquil, and doubtless he will seek to use his power soon. Mordredith is arrogant, but he has skill in the dark arts of the enemy, and is no less wicked than his master. He too remains a threat that I allow to persist. I wish to aid the healing of the hurts I have inflicted upon this world, even if by the last act. If you would but speak to Lord Glorfindel for me, I will accept my judgment, whatever it may be. Narmla says that she's ready to accept your judgment. One good deed does not erase all that was done by her as a Marthiel, no matter what name she calls herself now. But I will reflect upon all that you have told me. Master Elrond has asked that Narmlith be judged, and I would have you accompany me when she is questioned. Very well. Let us learn Glorfindel's judgment. I have been commanded by Master Elrond to hold counsel with you, Amarthiel, champion of Angmar. You have lent great aid to the Rangers of Istilden, but you are not yet cleared of your previous offenses. What have you to say? Why should we not be held here where you commit no more evil deeds? I can offer only my own sorrow for my previous deeds. I am only Narmlith. I have rejected the name of Amarthiel and all that was done under that corrupt name. And what would Narmlith, forged maiden, ask of Master Elrond? To be allowed to aid the free peoples in their fight against Angmar, to assist in the destruction of that which I created. The destruction of Narquil and the fall of Mordredith are all that I seek. And how would you accomplish such a task? The ring Narquil is potent, but not strong enough to bring down one such as Mordredith. Not through the power of Narquil, but all the strength that is left in me, I will use to fight the enemy. Were the power of Narquil used to slay Mordredith, I'll just put him in my place. Nay, I seek a final end to Mordredith and Narquil alike, though I hold no hope for myself. I detect no lies in your speech, and I judge that they be true. Though you have done much to harm, I deem that it will be your hand that will destroy Mordredith. I release you under the protection of Pineleaf, because I conducted this conversation so quickly he can't keep up with it. Right. We'll return to Rivendell. I think I followed most of that, though you spoke in a bit of a Quinian accent, and I wasn't able to follow everything you said.
How can I be of service?
By my word, Pineleaf, Narmlith is allowed her freedom. Had it not been for your excellent reputation amongst my kindred, I would not have allowed for her departure. But hear this ere you depart from my side. Be wary and fastidiously watchful. Though my thoughts counsel me to trust that no treachery remains in Narmlith, I perceive that desire for Narquil has not wholly left her. Oh, fun.
Stay a moment.
Narmlith has sent word that she desires to speak with you, Pineleaf. She wishes to begin preparations for the journey immediately. I hope it's not the same type of preparations that I got from her father. Yes, and ask for you to return to Delisod as quickly as you may. Pray, do not forget my counsel, and be cautious about dealing with Narmalith in any event that we are deceived. Revised though she may seem, one does not plunge one's hands so deeply into the realm of shadow without finding them forever tarnished by its influences. I fear that your road hence will be fraught with peril, my friend, but I hope that you will find light in the darkness when all is done. Oh, yippee. What preparations do we need to make? And I hope it has nothing to do with provisions, horses, and a breastplate. We must be quick if we have any hope to stop Mordorith. I know of one place only in which he could house his foul steed. Keep deep in Barad Gularan, Mordorith has a secret lair, Gador Galran. The path thither is beset with danger, but perhaps we can catch Mordorith off his guard. He will not have foreseen that you would trust me enough to allow passage into Angmar, and this distrust will be his undoing. Let's begin our preparations. Very well. We can now make the journey to Gothforthnir in Angmar, where my father hid for so long, watching for my return. From Gothforthnir we will be able to form our plan of attack. You will have to go ahead and carry word to Golidir. I doubt that he will be eager to allow my admittance into Gothforthnir, yet he is a good man. Speak with Golidir, and ask him to let me enter, and I will follow you if he allows it. All right, Gothforthnir. Hello there, Golidir. I've got a very strange request.
What can I do for you?
Marthiel, in Gothforthnir. I forbid it. Should we also make rooms for Mordrembor and Mordorith? I will not have my enemies within the walls of the stronghold, whose very doors have been defended by those whose blood she has spilt. Nay, perhaps I spoke too rashly. I'm sorry, Pineleaf. I remember the long years in which Laridan sought to free his daughter from the evil that consumed her, even to his own doom. As a last favor to my dear friend, I will harbor Narmalith in Gothforthnir. All right.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Narmalith will have arrived by now. Go to her father's old room and see what she has to say about the situation here in Angmar. I hope that you know what you're doing, Pineleaf, because I still have my reservations that she has truly forsaken her old ways. Well, maybe it won't be too long before we actually find out. I hope this place is drier than Delisad. How are you settling in? Thank you for speaking on my behalf, Pineleaf. From here, we can set into motion the plan to defeat Mordorith at last. My father's final words reveal to me how Mordorith may be defeated. Though he has returned from Minas Morgul with great power, he still bears the scar of Golidir's blade, Dunakar, that pierced him and sent him back to his foul master. If we were to bear this weapon before him, even in its broken state, the memory of his wound will be enough to make Mordorith falter. Speak with Golidir, and find out what has become of the broken blade of Dunakar. Very well. We will find out. While many of the ping-pong quests, meaning the quests that send you to one person, speak with this person, then go to and speak with that person, and go to speak with that person, can get tiring, at least in this case, we could say that there is a good reason. Golidir probably really doesn't want to speak with Narmalith, considering all that has happened so far. So I'll forgive him for this ping-pong quest.
How can I be of service?
Narmalith has arrived and has a plan to get rid of Mordorith. I'm ready to hear it. Very well.
Would you do something for me?
Yes. I took the broken hilt of Dunakar with me when I buried my dear Lorniel, and by her grave it lies still. After her death, we carried her as far as we dared under the cover of darkness. She rests atop a hill on the northern slopes of Gorathlod. If the blade of Dunuhar will aid you in your fight against Mordorith, I give you my leave to retrieve it. All right, let's go into the depths of Angmar and retrieve the blade. I have come to the conclusion that Golidir chose this place, so it would be as hard as possible for someone to reach it. He didn't want anyone disturbing the grave in any way whatsoever. Well, that might not be the best option there, because we do have things like wargs in the area, and wargs have a very sensitive sense of smell. Well, let's see if we can find that sword. I retrieved the broken hilt of Dunakar. Back to Amarthiel. I mean Narmalith. Did you put that out of the way on purpose?
What do you need?
I trust the hilt was not too difficult to find. Well, it was.
Could I speak with you, Mum?
I thought that I had seen this hilt for the last time. The very weight of it brings back memories, both painful and heartening. Long and well it served me before it was shattered by the false king. Bring the hilt to Narmalith. She has been preparing for the final assault and is awaiting for your return. Oh, fun. There we have it, one sword hilt. The hilt of Dunahar. I trust it was not too difficult to find. That is the exact same thing that Golidir said. Then gather any companions need and speak with me again when you are ready to assault there, for only one hope remains. Oh boy. One hope remains. Strangely enough, I had only one hope token left, as I commented in an earlier episode, but fortunately today the coupon code was for some hope tomes, so I did manage to get some from this week's coupon code. So if this doesn't work out well with the token I've got, I can always fall back there. But that is the end of today's episode, and next time we are going to try to get rid of Mordorith.